The Pope's visit to the United States came with a frenzy of positive reactions. And he was established as a politician and someone that is respecting immigrants and is supporting policy to fight global warming. But there's one single meeting, maybe 15 minutes at the most, that have maybe bring an asterisk to this visit. And I'm talking about the Pope Francis meeting with Kentucky's county clerk, Kim Davis, during his visit, Nick. And for many, this comes out a little bit hypocritical because he wasn't really clear. The Vatican, this happened on Thursday. The Vatican kind of didn't deny or confirm the meeting till this week. And now we know that for a fact this meeting took place, that Kim Davis came with her attorney and her parents to meet the Pope, and they were together for 50 minutes. We don't know. According to a press release by the organization that is representing Kim Davis and all the legal affairs that she's facing, they said that the meeting took place and the Pope came with her, prayed with her, and say, stay strong, and celebrated her courage. Now, we don't know with certainty. This is something that the lawyers are coming out, and I don't trust too much about those type of statements. But the visit took place, and it seems like in the main stage, he talked about different issues, and he didn't want to really go into religious freedom or even into gay marriage in itself. But at the same time, he's meeting with one of the most polarizing figures in current speech in the United States.
Where did they meet? Like a Wendy's or something?
No, they actually meet in Washington.
Oh, okay.
The Apostolic Nunciature. And it was a very private meeting. This is not unusual for the Pope to have private meetings in all of his visits. He also met with different type of people, rape survivors, transgender women in Barcelona. So every time he goes somewhere, he has these private meetings. But at the same time, we can infer that the Pope was trying not to take the attention away from the issues of global warming and immigration that he highlighted during his visit, and kind of get it polarized into the gay marriage issue that is very polarizing in this country. But at the same time, he was keen to recognize the cultural relevance of this person. Either you like her or not, she's at the center of the discourse.
No, without a doubt. And I think it's a little silly that people are completely surprised by this. I get it. He's very, liberal as far as popes go, more so than others before him. But that doesn't make him, Al Gore. He's not Bernie Sanders. Now, he came to Washington, he did a speech at the lawn in the White House, and he praised Obama for his climate change efforts. You wouldn't see another pope doing that. He is liberal in that respect, yet at the same time in that very speech, while he did mention immigration as well, he did touch on the fact that traditional marriage is under threat.
Exactly.
He's a pope. Of course he's going to say that. And this shouldn't be surprising that he supports people like Kim Davis. While he may not, maybe agree with certain things that a lot of conservatives agree on, and a lot of conservatives are quick to say, the Pope's a socialist, he's a communist, he doesn't know what he's talking about because they don't agree. That doesn't make him, super liberal, as a lot of people want to paint him as, right?
I think this probably confuses progressives a lot. Because in one hand, he inspires Boehner to resign, but on the other, he meets Kim Davis.
Exactly.
So what I do like to point out is the fact that at the heart, I think this Pope is a politician. And he knows how to manage the international relations in a way that no other Pope, maybe John Paul a little bit in the past, but now he's very active. He's getting involved in discourses, like you mentioned, that other popes didn't even want to talk about. But what is also very curious is that Kim Davis is not even a Catholic herself. Her parents are very long-time Catholics, and actually they got a rosary as a gift from the Pope at the meeting. But her, she's not. She's actually is part of what you will call Apostolic Christians. They're not recognized by the Catholic Church. But I think he is inspiring the religious freedom rights. And at some point, we will have to agree with the need of religious rights. Because if you have a religion and the government is forcing you to do something, that is what she's saying, but at the same time, there's the law. So we see countries that the religious law, it goes in place of the common law, but now in the United States, we have to respect the fact that it's a country of laws and it's not countries of religion. And the fact that there's a county clerk saying, I'm not going to do it because of my religion, I think that allows for this controversy to happen. But this was not the only case where he advocated for religious rights. He also met with the Little Sisters of the Poor in Washington, and this is a group of nuns that they don't want to have to obey the contraception mandate of Obamacare. They don't want to be forced to give out contraceptives because it breaks their religious freedom. So they are right now in a legal battle to be exempt of it, and Pope came out. But in this case, he was public about it, and there was an official event part of the visit. But with Kim Davis, it was behind doors. And I think that's why many people felt that it was hypocritical of him to not embrace the fact that he was meeting her and saying, this is religious freedom, I stand for it. But at the same time, we need to understand that his agenda and the global agenda that he's pushing around in his visits is not about necessarily same-sex marriage. It's about global warming, immigration, and income inequality. But we want to know your opinions on this matter. Please share it below in the comment section. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the LibTV2.